Alright, welcome back to Lacedaemon's Corner for episode 9. If you've been living under a rock for the past couple days, Israel and Iran are basically at war with each other at this during this whole conflict. He's telling the Ayatollah to unconditionally surrender. I mean, look, I'll say it again at some point, but I'm gonna say this right now. Yeah, so to forget the once part, so I'm gonna say this right now. Listen. Fuck the Iranian government, okay? I do not like Khamenei. I don't like the Islamic Republic. All right, I do not like them at all, and I hope that one day the Iranian people are able to overthrow the Democratic Republic. In either one would be infinite, and that's a fact. And if you disagree with, and if you think the Iranian government is great or a good thing, just because they're anti-West does not mean they're good. All right. Now that said, obviously, I would not support American entry into this war between Israel and Iran. This is a war between the two of them. Let those two duke it out without us getting directly involved. All right. And what's really surprising is that there's actually bipartisan support for this. And I think we're starting to see the MAGA base actually falter between people who are against American entry into the war, and people who are for American entry into the war. Now, I got some thoughts about that too. So, what I think is happening with the MAGA base in regards to the faults in the base that are resulting as of this, I think what's happening. Now, the thing is, the MAGA people that are against this, they're not against this for good reasons. Alright? Now, that was affecting the base, so. Within the MAGA base is starting to conflict with a lot of other people in MAGA who are more pro-Israel. Like, it's more traditional Republicans who are very pro-Israel and whatnot. Look, I'm not saying that criticism of Israel is anti-Semitic. It's not. Criticism of Israel is not. And as Senator Bernie Sanders, in another little Netanyahu adventure, it's just gonna make the Middle East a worse place for everybody involved, whether you're Israeli, Palestinian, or Iranian, or Arab, or any other kind of Arab around the Middle East. What Netanyahu and the Israeli government are doing is making things worse. Same with the Iranian government. The Iranian government has also backed numerous terrorist groups, such as Hezbollah. You know, they backed Assad when he was in power in Syria. They've backed various Shiite militias in Iraq. I honestly hope both governments destroy each other somehow. I mean, I feel like the Iranian government is probably gonna lose first, which again, I'm definitely not gonna mourn their government or any. That said, I would not support American entry into the war. And what Trump's doing is adding fuel to this fire. And he's tweeting out all this whack ass shit. It's like the Ayatollah needs to surrender now. Like, he's saying all this shit, right? He's tweeting that he's implying that he's gonna get us involved, which he should not get us involved in this. All right? He absolutely shouldn't. Now, going back to what I said about MAGA and whatnot. Like I said about MAGA, I feel like the anti-Semitism within MAGA's more Trump worshipping aspect. Because the thing is, like, these more alt-right pro-MAGA people are very anti-Semitic. The thing is, they wouldn't mind war against Iran, but they only hate a war against Iran because it's started by them, them being Israel. And they associate Israel with all Jews, and they believe in this whole anti-Semitic bullshit, like, Jews control the world, Alright, and that's the thing. So, it's just like, so all that is happening, right? And then you got the alt-right part of the MAGA base, and you got the other side of the MAGA base, which is, the more traditional Republicans who have bought into Trump's bullshit, essentially. Now, those people, more or less, are pro-Israel. Maybe that's a little bit anti-Semitism here and there. They might be pro-Israel because of the whole evangelical bullshit. Like, oh, if the Jews return to the Holy Land, then the end times will be here, and Jesus and the Messiah will be here. All that shit, right? But for whatever reason, whether it's that or other reasons, they are pro-Israel. So these two sides are conflicting each other. It's like, listen, I'm not fucking dying for Israel. You've probably seen the meme on Twitter at some point during the last year and a half with Israel's war and Gaza and the genocide and whatnot. You've probably seen that meme shared amongst some members of MAGA. I saw one tweet, actually, it was really funny. It was like, wow, I voted for this crowd. We're going to get to that as well with Brad Lander, by the way. But going back to what I said earlier, you'll see these tweets with the bullshit ICE is getting up to, all the shenanigans they're doing with, arresting people. And you'll see people say, "No one voted for this," and then some moron will say, actually, I voted for this to get rid of those insert various racial slurs here out of America. No immigrants allowed, legal or illegal." Like that, right? Okay, so that crowd's suspiciously silent because most of them are the alt-right types that don't like Israel because of the... Again, they're against Israel for the wrong reasons. If America was committing genocide against Palestinians or bombing the fuck out of Gaza and while fighting Hamas, they probably be all for it. They say, yeah, kill those sand N-words over there. But since it's Israel doing it because it's, quote unquote, it's them doing it, suddenly it's not okay. Which is actually anti-Semitic. That is actual anti-Semitism, not criticism of Israel. Criticism of Israel is not anti-Semitic, no matter how much That said, if you hate Israel because it's a Jewish state, because run by Jews, that is anti-Semitic because at that point you don't really hate Israel, you just hate Jews. Which is not acceptable, and I will not tolerate that. Bush, there definitely is. But I've noticed that in the past year and a half, there's definitely been a lot more voices in the pro-Palestine movement who have been openly against these people trying to hijack the movement, which is good. Which is really, really good. I feel like that's actually been kind of lacking to tolerate these anti-Semitic freaks that are trying to hijack our fucking movement and don't really give a fuck about Arab Palestinians or Arab people in general because we have to make them feel unwelcome, which is good. We should make anti-Semites feel unwelcome in any movement. Be welcome anywhere, and that no if, no ands, no buts. And I'm sure if you're listening to this, by the way, odds are you probably agree with that statement that Nazis should be made to feel uncomfortable everywhere. So yeah, all that shit's happening with Trump, Iran, and Israel, and it's a bipartisan thing. Actually, there is a resolution right now in the House to try and stop Trump from acting against Iran. The resolution emphasizes the War Powers Resolution, which prevents the president from going to, and also emphasizes that Congress does not want Trump to go to war with Israel, and that not only Congress has the power to declare a formal war if under imminent attack, which is good, obviously. Because like I said, this is Iran we're talking about. Who knows what the fuck Iran's gonna do to us? All right. War began in Gaza. You know, there were Iranian-backed militias in like Iraq and whatnot, and Yemen that were, of course, attacking American bases there, which is not good. Good, obviously, as it shouldn't. We should be able to defend ourselves from unprovoked attacks. But the resolution very clearly emphasizes that if the president wants to use military action, they have to get approval from Congress if it goes beyond 60 days. Because of how Johnson and then Nixon abused yeah. To get it up. It's bipartisan, actually. There are quite a few Republican House members who actually would vote for it, even though they're getting attacked to all hell and back for being against Trump, which is just, ugh. It's been about 10 years and a couple of days since Trump announced his presidential campaign. What a horrible fucking decade it's been since then, huh? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. And that reminds me, actually, that we gotta talk about the No Kings protests. I went to the one in Colony along Wolf Road, and that went very well, actually. Let's see, Iran Congress resolution. Going back to Colony and along Wolf Road, the whole fucking road was full of people. Not the road itself, but the sidewalks, full fucking sidewalks were full of people. It was very good. I met some people I knew there. I had some signs. Some signs I made pretty well. Most of them are anti-Trump, but one was a pro-Ukraine sign. One was a guy on a motorcycle who had Trump had Trump flags and the word Trump written on the side of his pickup truck in orange letters, which is ironic. It feels like an insult more of anything because of the whole orange man thing, Speaking of, one of my signs actually said "throw away rotten oranges" with a so that was the second guy. One of the protesters almost got into a fight with him, but thankfully we were able to de-escalate it And the third guy was a bit after the protest had ended. The third guy came along with Trump flags, started shouting some slurs at people. I got into a really funny argument with this one person who I think was non-binary. So the person was like, "Hey, are you a boy or a girl? One of those transgenders?" And the person was like, "Yeah." It just answered like, "Hi, I'm yes." And he started calling them a bunch of slurs and whatnot because of their appearance and the fact that they answered yes to that. I get more bitches than you do. And then another guy shouted, "Hey, buddy, where's your wife?" Because he was with a bunch of dudes. Which, I don't know about you, but that stuff, they pulled to a parking lot, shouted some more shit, harassed some more people, but nothing ever happened. He eventually just got bored and walked away. There was an incident in Salt Lake City where a man was shot, unfortunately. So what happened there, from my understanding, was a counter-protester, like a Trump-supporter counter-protester, pulled out a rifle, which is bad, obviously. That he pulled out his gun, he exchanged gunfire. The guy with the rifle got hit, but he lived with. And rest in peace to that person. I forgot the name, unfortunately, but you can find it on the news. Rest in peace to that person. That happened. But overall, the No Kings protest went very well, all over the country, all over the world, actually. So a cool thing to point out, and confusion with actual anti-monarchists in those countries, because ironically, the thing is, most monarchies are democratic these days, at least within Europe and whatnot. We're most there. In Hawaii, they weren't called no kings; they were called no dictators. And that was to not potentially offend pro-independence Hawaii. I don't really support, but because there probably were pro-independence people in the march, probably. And so yeah, that was that thing. I really gotta wonder if they were protests in Malawi actually. I'm really, really curious if the Lilongwe protests actually happened. I can't find any information about it, unfortunately, but hey, let's put the PC shot on for that resolution anyway. There we go. Who joined in the... So he introduced a resolution along with... This actually was Hillary Clinton's running mate in 2016. He introduced a similar resolution in the Senate, as you can see here. And this is what Representative Massey said on Twitter. I can pull it up. I'm introducing a bipartisan war powers resolution. As you can see, we got this absolute moron who doesn't know how the Constitution, which is just terrible. What happens if they knew Kentucky? Would you still be the same way? Okay, dude. Well, first off, as you can see, the second thing is, if Iran were to try to nuke Kentucky, that would be completely different. In that case, we'd have no choice but to go to war. But we haven't got to that point now, have we? Okay. It's like one of those fucking... I like pancakes. You hate waffles? It's like, no, bitch. That's a whole new sentence. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I'm not... No, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure Thomas Massey isn't okay with having Iran have a nuclear arsenal and have nuclear weapons at all. I definitely don't support it. I'm just saying that America shouldn't be doing this. This is Israel's fight with Iran, not ours. Come on. Oh yeah, here's the other thing we're gonna be covering, by the way. Brad Lander, first term. Trump vetoed 2, and of course he's calling for a primary challenge against Thomas Massey for opposing part of his agenda. No matter what. However, orthodox steps to try and undermine having these privileged issues come up in votes, like such as stuff with tariffs and whatnot. Of course, and Marjorie Taylor Greene just has to open her mouth, and she says that she's opposed to America's involvement in foreign wars and regime change. She doesn't see a need to sign Representative Massey's war powers resolution because as we are not attacking Iran. I trust President Trump will deliver his campaign promises and turn the sanctions conflict between Israel and Iran into peace of that war. If the situation changes, then I may sign on. We'll see what happens. If the situation changes, then I may sign on. Are you sure about that? And the thing is, there's a chance it may pass the House, at least, because I said, the Republicans only have a 3-seat majority in the House. All they need to pass it are 2 more Republicans who are Republican representatives who to vote for the resolution, and it goes to the Senate. I don't know if Trump's gonna. I mean, Trump will probably veto shit where he's said something. He's basically turning Republican control of Congress is very tenuous, which is wrong. So Brad Lander is the other candidate, and the other big candidate, Mamdani, who I support. I like both of them, and Mamdani is. But Lander, so what happened was a couple hours ago. A couple hours ago, Brad Lander was arrested, or actually, at least he was detained. According to ICE, he was arrested for assaulting law enforcement and impeding a federal officer. But video of the incident says otherwise. I don't think you should assault cops, obviously, but like, he wasn't doing that. Literally all he did was ask them. Look, I got some problems with Hochul. Okay, she's not my first candidate, but I will say she's done some pretty good things. And her stuff about how Trump has been pretty decent. If this tweet loads, it's not gonna load. Never mind. But as you can see, Hochul straight up tweeted, "This is bullshit." She literally just tweeted that. And this is just insane. Now, thankfully, Lander's been released. Lander has been released, which is good. And I saw something else here that was weird. What the fuck? What the fuck happened to Kristi Noem? Hold on. Huh. Oh, boy. Ah, oh my god. Load already, man. Whatever. Okay. It will load. Wait, what was she allergic to? Wait, what? I don't like her. I don't think she should be in government at all, but good. Okay, she's alive. I'm not going to wish death upon her or anything. But, yeah. I'm just kind of confused as to why that was insulting news about Brad Lander getting detained for a brief period. I'm just a little confused by that. It's a little odd. So that was some stuff going on. So yeah, crazy shit this week. I remember like back in Trump's first term. I think it was Vox. Vox wrote an entire verse of the song "We Didn't Start the Fire." Hold on. We didn't. It was either Now This or Vox that did it. I think it was Vox. Fuck, I can't find it. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so I think they managed to fill up an entire verse of "We Didn't Start the Fire" with literally just a fucking week, which is I disagree with that. I think "We Didn't Start the Fire" is a pretty good song. I don't know. I guess he has openly said he doesn't like "We Didn't Start the Fire." I guess I'm reading this off of Todd in the Shadows' subreddit, by the way. You should watch Todd in the Shadows if you don't already. He's a pretty good music YouTuber. He gives some pretty good commentary on music. In the says in the tin. One Hit Wonderland covers one hit wonders, and then obviously train records and bands' careers essentially. So yeah, all that's been happening. Me and my parents redid my room. We got new rug. We moved some shit around. My computer's in a different place. That's why it was still a direction of what it was before. So before, my computer faced the same wall the door was on, but now it's diagonal, facing like the corner leading outside of the away from the door and towards the outside of the house, essentially. I believe it's the northwest corner. It's facing the northwest corner of the house now, essentially. A little bit different, but honestly, I like it. It's a change of pace, and it feels good. It feels pretty fucking good, actually. I think we did a pretty good job. It was a little bit of a headache for a couple days. You know, it hurt like hell to move some stuff because I had a pretty busy week last week at the place I work at, the school I work at, because it was Regents testing last week of school classes and whatnot. The same school that I work at now, actually. But yeah, so last week was very busy. But this week is gonna be pretty busy because we gotta move some shit around because all the summer school, which means we gotta move a bunch of stuff around and get elementary school desks in some classrooms because obviously the high school desks aren't built for little kids. So we gotta move some stuff around, make the classrooms like a little bit safer for the little kids and stuff because we're gonna have for the summer. So yeah. That's happening. I might play some. I might play some Dueling Nexus actually. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm not allowed from. That's weird. Yeah, let's do some Dueling Nexus actually. Why not? Let's play some children's card games in this stream. Put my login information on the stream because I don't want that happening. Yeah. Past time we do. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. I'll just put the PC shop back on. There we go. All right. Discord server, which is like a class of 09. I forgot what this desk is. I think that deck is like entirely spell and trap cards that are designed to stall the shit out of whatever. Hopefully it fucking loads. Okay, there we go. It's gonna take a while, though, unfortunately, because the internet is still fucking slow in this house. But, yeah. Okay, starting to load a little bit. If I remember correctly, this deck is literally just all spell and trap cards. It is fucking cursed. It's shit. This deck is shit. I made it as a joke. Alright. I think I won with this deck once against a bot on Dueling Nexus, actually. Oh my god. Okay. Come on. Alright, we'll go to duel real quick. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, it is literally all just spell and trap cards. 60 of them. Yep, there it is in all of its cursed glory. Oh my god. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. Okay, loading. Please wait. Your spiritual swords are revealing light. If you don't know what that is, this is. Hold on, let me see. So once per turn, when a monster declares an attack, you can pay 1,000 life points. You get the attack during your opponent's turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard. This turn, your opponent's monsters cannot attack directly. So basically, it's like pay 1,000 points of swords of revealing light. You have to pay 1,000 life points a pop for, essentially. Dan Kato, the Cure Master, with the original artwork, by the way, original Japanese artwork, by the way. Chain healing, wave motion cannon. This is basically how you win a duel, or with final countdown as well. Poison the old man to gain more life points plus spell. And the best thing is your monster can be destroyed by battle if you have more than 10,000 life points. But obviously I don't have any monsters, so that effect doesn't. 3 cards at once, you only get 500 life points. Then you got Dark Bribe. Again, another negate activation where you basically. Your opponent gets to draw a card, and then you get to negate. And then you have to get to negate one of their spell or trap cards and destroy it. Come on. So let's try this again. Okay, there we go. Much better. Just for kicks, let's do this deck. Man, this thing's running fucking slow. Man. Ugh. It's even faster now. Holy shit. Oh, man. Oh, boy. This sucks. Where's the sound? I guess there's no sound. Oh well, okay. Well, I guess there's not going to be this time. Slow as fuck. Okay. Oh yeah, I can chain something to this. Yep. Bombless trap hole that bitch. There we go. Haha. Wave motion cannon, so hopefully in 8 turns we'll have enough life points. Okay, Monster Dragon. He can't attack because of swords. Oh, another wave motion cannon. Alright, just gonna end my turn. I feel like this duel is gonna be really fucking boring. Yeah. But I will do this. Oh, and I can't. I don't want to waste either other cards. So yep, bye bye. Yeah, screw it. Why not? There's only one more turn. Besides, I'll just do this. So now there's 2 wave motion cannons. What's better than 1 wave motion cannon? 2 wave motion cannons! No, I don't want to do that just yet. Okay. Alright, there we go. Ha 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 ha. Can I do anything next? Oh, there we go. I think it's been enough turns. Yep. Alright. I actually won that duel. Holy shit. No, I'm not gonna use that same deck again. Which is take forever to load again, but yes, it's in my extra deck, by the way. The Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. Okay, let's see what we're working with here this time. Okay. But I can't hear a fucking thing. That's not. Okay, there we go. Okay, here are our cards. Oh, what the fuck is this? And it's like an ancient Egyptian gun with like a pyramid thing. Shit. Whatever. Okay, I'll work with this hand, I guess. Drink the piss. Okay. Okay. There we go. Suck dick. Drink the piss. Kyle Gordon's so funny. If I ever get a chance to see Kyle Gordon, I'm going to 100%. Yeah, fuck it. I'll activate the cards right now. And draw some more stuff. See if I can get anything else I could use. Oh, it's glitching out. Okay, there. Check this real quick. Okay, all right. Oh, negated. Oh well, okay. Well, that sucks. I can't draw because of Reckless Greed. Why can I activate hand destruction? Oh, because they only have one card in their fucking hand. God damn it. Fuck it, I'll just special summon it and see what happens. I'm gonna say 4. That's it seems like this is the safe bet. Let's see what happens next. Duel. Block. Yeah, that sucks. I swear to God, during... okay. See how this goes. Sorry, I'm just texting someone right now. Okay, here's the music. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's a good design. There we go. Okay. Ooh, I'm glad I activated that now because they had fucking Dark Hole in their hand. Oh, it's a black. I got an idea. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna summon the head of Exodia, and we're gonna special summon legendary Exodia Incarnate. And then on the end phase, here's what we're gonna do next. I need Obliterate to make this pull off better. Oh, I'm gonna lose that card. Oh well. But I can do this. All right, let's get this going right here. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me! God damn it! Better than nothing, I guess. Never mind. Alright. Oh well. I'll do Pot of Desire first. I mean, Pot of Dichotomy. Fuck. That one. Go back to the deck. I draw 2 cards. Sealed Spell Zone. I just gotta read. I'll do this one. Choose the right position, because I did that before. I put Millennium Shield, Millennium Destiny. Here's what I'm gonna do next. Okay. Reveal all of them. I'll choose Obliterate. The other card I chosen was a reference to his Jack. I think it's a bit of a more epic name. Oh yeah, that's why I activated it now. Because I'm gonna send this fucker right back to the hand. No, I do not want to negate it. And send their We'll do Exiled Fires of Rage. As you can see, his reference to when Exodia destroyed all of Kaiba's blue eyes over there. That loses out life points, unfortunately. I'm not gonna choose the defender. Have an attack points and attack that thing right there. Fire's Raging Zoto Flame in Japanese. No. I don't need to activate this effect because I got this to do it for me. And they all go bye-bye. But I will do this. I'll get that leg back somehow, don't worry. And that's how I get the leg back. Oh, unless... as a wall, even though it's got 0 defense. There, that works. Fine. I'll let it go. Oh. Gonna get banished. Oh well. Womp womp. It's a lot of dropped frames. Oh well. Womp womp. Back on attacking that. Alright, I get to draw 2 cards. Hell yeah. I'm gonna set reload. E. to it. Come on. Oh, man. There we go. Okay. Have to discard shit. Okay, discard that. There, okay. You can't attack because of how powerful the Shield Millennium Dynasty is. Okay, what's the other? Oh no, I don't want to do that. No, no, no. Not yet, at least. I'll put it in the... there. This. Okay. Jar of Avarice. So I got 5 cards. Shuffle them. Ah, shit. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay. Oh, thank God. I reconnected. Hell yes. But we're good. We're all good. No problems. No problems. One, two. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, they cancel each other out because it gets same. Standby phase. Okay, there we go. It wouldn't end the duel. Anyway, so, yeah. Oh well. Oh shit. I'm gonna play it and see what happens. Screw it. Negate attack to defend myself. Okay, slash draw. I'll use that. One, two, good. Thank God. Duel, I gotta say. What's this guy get? What's Nick's gonna get into? Screw it. I can't take the risk. Life points. Fuck, I missed the chance. Fuck. Alright. I'll get it next turn, don't worry. I'm not gonna do it this time because yeah, 200 points of damage. Nah. Okay. Now I'm gonna do it correctly this time. Okay, pause dichotomy first. Shuffle them. Then draw 2 cards. No. I do not want to activate Obliterate. Okay, top of base. Let's see if I get heads again. Fuck yeah, dude. Just got fucking heads again. Let's go. Dion Keto, the Cure Master. Now I do card D. C though, I'm curious. Or E through Z. Were they just not good enough? So D is the only one left? Oh well. There we go! Hell yeah! Got it! Hellfire's Rage! Exodo Flame! That was a good distraction. So yeah, that was that. Thank you for tuning into Lacedaemon's Corner again. Hopefully I'll see you soon. And wonderful, hopefully peaceful night. in all seriousness, no. If you're listening from Israel or Iran to this, I mean, I hope you stay safe with everything going on. Honestly. Oh, ambulance stuff. Anyway, this thing's bullshit.